Welcome to the Ruffled Daisy. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a crumpled paper sunflower. We are going to crumble up paper like we're throwing it away and make this cutie. I had some scrap wood and then I had some burlap that actually fit it perfectly, and I just wanted to cover the black wood that I had, and so that's all I'm doing here. You can use scrap wood, you can use canvas, you can really do this project on a different variety of things. Next up, you're going to want scrapbook paper. I found this really cool wood look scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby, and it's in a paper pack. And I am simply I created one template, a little bit of an oblong oval, for lack of a better term, with just a pointed edge, which is going to make our petals. So I believe there were about 30 to 35 petals that I made. So go ahead and do that and cut out all of the ones that you need, and then we are literally going to crumble them up like we are throwing them away. Here you can see that I am just wadding them up like a piece of trash and kind of pushing them together and rubbing them, and just so they have a lot of texture, and then opening them back up. This is really what's going to give our sunflower texture and make it look a little bit more real, as real can look with pieces of paper. So now I'm just going to lay them out and figure out kind of the placement that I want. My bottom layer had 5 petals to it, so I laid those out, and then just sporadically we're going to place them on top of each layer. We're going to create multiple layers here. Each time that you glue on a layer, you are going to put it to where it is in the space of 2 bottom petals, and you can kind of see here what I'm doing. Now we're going to make the middle of our sunflower, and I thought it would be really cool to do a really tiny scrappy bow, and that's what we're doing with just some brown fabric. I'm cutting this ribbon really small, and we're doing just the technique that we usually do here on this page, and crisscrossing, and then we're going to tie it all together with some twine, and it's going to create a really cool 3-dimensional ruffled centerpiece. Just trimming it up a little bit just to make sure it's all even. We're going to hot glue it in there, and it just turned out really cute. Next, we're going to just take a paper straw and use it for our stem. We're going to wrap it in twine, and so I put some hot glue inside of the bottom of the straw and got it started, and then you just twist around. I didn't hot glue it at all during the process of this. I only hot glued at the beginning and at the end. Just wrap it all the way around until it's completely covered, and then we'll cut it off and seal it with a little bit more glue. I typically put my sticks to the angle a little bit. I think it just gives it a little bit more character. And the twine was kind of blending in with the burlap, and so I just took some green paint and just made a really light layer on top to where you can actually still see some of the twine beneath it, but it just gives it a little bit of a definition so it doesn't blend in too much with the burlap behind it. These are just some silk petals that came off of some other flowers that I had, and it was really not the green I wanted, so I'm taking paint and painting them. Once they're all dry, you can cut them to size. I was going to use the big ones, but I ended up cutting them down to size, so I just had 2 small leaves. Next, we're just going to glue our paper straw down and attach our leaves. On this video, you won't be able to see me put some moss at the bottom, but I did add that to the bottom, as you're going to see here in just a minute with some hot glue. This project turned out absolutely adorable. It's a great 3-dimensional piece that just really makes any display for late summer, early fall just really pop. If you love this DIY and like all things creative, please visit theruffleddaisy.org. Thank you so much for watching today.